A. Let's talk. Well, I keep saying let's talk. Yeah, I do mean let's talk. But it's let's cook opinion is. Because we cook sometimes. And we do talk with opinions about a lot of things that's going on in the hood. We call it the hood. You know, they call it ghetto, but it's really not ghetto because it's beautiful people that are in the ghetto that they call ghettos. Rich ghettos, poor ghettos. This ghetto right here is a beautiful ghetto, regardless which one it is among class. But anyhow, I am talking to you today because I decided to bring up one of my good old recipes that I got on my channel, Cowgirl Gina Soul Food Healthy Recipes. You'll get the what you call the ad at the end of this recipe video here, and it will tell you about my channel. Although this is my new channel that I need you guys to help me with to get subscribers and viewers. So let everybody know I'm out there because I have people that come over and we hang out and we talk about things. Everything is uncensored on this channel. So you may hear words that you don't like to hear because you know how grown folks are. They like to speak their bad bad word languages. And sometimes I kick out a couple of them myself, you know. But I don't do it when I'm doing my cooking channel because I consider that's a professional channel and you don't supposed to use cursing words. But this channel, you can't. And if you do comments, please do not make comments that are disrespectful among people that will be on my videos that come out to visit that are in the community. We give respect. So remember that. Now that what you saw a moment ago is my gourmet hamburger. And you see the buns there? So I'm making a gourmet hamburger for you guys on this channel. And it's on my channel as well. I made it with the fresh 95% ground beef, USDA. And you see all that. And I have the green onions and ground beef in there that you see there. I had to do another video here because the first video I put out there is a little frosty. So I decided to take that one off. You may see it right now on camera on the video, but it will be replaced with this one. Okay. There's that egg. You most definitely have to have the egg. Because this is a gourmet burger and I'm showing you how to make it, and it's very expensive to get it in the restaurants. They'll charge you from like $100 to $500 for this burger. But I'm showing you how to make it without paying that price. Got a little flour in there. That's what is needed to make it. Oh, there's the liquid smoke. Oh my God. This is what's so funny about this one. Watch this, guys. You're going to say, where's there it is. Here you go. I ran out of the liquid smoke. But you can buy that in the store. Mostly at the what you call community center stores, you know. We call them soul food markets. Or soul food markets like Mexican markets, African American markets, Asian markets. You can find that. There's the Worcestershire sauce that goes in it as well. And my goodness, it's looking pretty good there. Not done yet. We still putting this together. Let me see what other ingredient I have here. Oh, that's the red Old Navy. That's the Old Navy. There you go. Sprinkle some of that on there. All right. Now, one thing about me, I don't like to use a lot of salt. So, because I'm a healthy recipe channel, the one I just told you a moment ago, you see the add-on. We don't do all that fatty, salty stuff because it's healthy. My motto is cook it yourself, you won't get sick. CIY. So, let me see what else if I have else to put in there to finish here up. Oh, okay, there's some black pepper. I don't like that grinder. That grinder is terrible. When they go bad, you can't even get the rest of your pepper out of it. I don't like that. Well, anyhow, today's discussion is the community talking about the gas. You know, of course, gas being too high. Um, and they talking about assistance. Yes, that's a very big thing about assistance, about how things have been cut, Medicaid and all that stuff. And we talk about the news too, about certain issues like traffic, accidents occurring, people putting out what you call false claims in when they come down to saying they hit you and they set it up some kind of way for they can bump you, for they can get paid. There's a lot of that stuff out there. So be careful. People do little, it's like a group of them. They form a pack and they do this stuff. They box you in, and remember to slow down. Don't go fast. Just go very slow and make them go around you, because when they see that you're not cooperating and you're not trying to get away from them, that's how they get you, because they see you can be a little fast, and they'll stop right in the middle, in the back of you, and bam, then you got to pay. So when you slow your roll, you're sitting behind you and you know something's going on. It's like 4 boxes of cars, two on each side of you, and left and right, and then one in the front and one in the back. Get out of it. Just slow your roll, and they'll just run off. I had that happen to me. Yeah, I'll never forget that. Oh boy, it's looking pretty good there. That hamburger. And with the onions in it. It's supposed to have bell pepper in it. I'm not quite sure I put any in there because of I might have changed my mind on it. It don't look like I put it in there. It was supposed to be put in there because it's a gourmet. And I may say to myself, I don't want no bell pepper in it. But when you get one, always request, if you like bell pepper, to put it in, because sometimes they won't. And then you see me do this. Watch this, guys, because this is what makes the gourmet. Yes, you got to turn around and wrap it with that flour. Here we go. It's a little soft, but when you wrap it in the flour, it gets a little firmer, for it to be firm, and you can put it in there. And then there's my oil. Yeah, I use my cooking oil. I like the can because it measures my food intake when it comes down to oil. If I won't put too much grease inside the pan. I prefer the oil. And things that are healthy oils, like canola, or I might use a little butter spray, but it's a very light spray that I use, so that way you won't get sick with too much grease to put in the pan. And then you have, what else would I wanted to say? Yeah, I went out to buy me some clothes. I couldn't even afford them. A pair of pants were like, my goodness, they weren't even my style. And I'm like, I'm not going to pay no $40 for this. They looked cheap. They were thin. They don't even make it with good quality anymore. And you want $40? Yeah, that's what they do. They call themselves giving you a deal, but the fabric is thinner. Yeah, everything is cheaper now for a bigger price. You notice that? And then, ooh, wait, look at that burger frying with that. That's what I'm telling you. That's gourmet, guys. Gourmet. I'm looking up at it now while I'm talking to you. And then I went to, oh my goodness, where else did I go? It was 4th of July, and I had a little thing out and about. You may see some of those videos there with my friends and all, just talking about everything, from underneath the sky, the moon. And we had a lot of fun. It was on 4th of July day. And also I had a video out there that was my husband's birthday as well. So it was kind of cool as well, These videos were at night. So if you saw them, you say, oh, it's dark. And I had to brighten them up, lighten them up a little bit for you guys to see their faces. Normally my videos are not lit up, but I had no choice because it was dark, so I had to brighten up the camera. And we had another issue that was about homeless people in the neighborhood swatting in these empty old apartments that's in the area. And then you go to the store sometime when you go to these McDonald's and stuff. Have you ever been in a ghetto McDonald's? My God, these people do not seem like they don't want to go to work. Sometimes they'll cook you something and they'll leave food out that you bought, and you say, well, I didn't get my fries, so you got to go back, or the fries will be cold, or let's put it this way, you have people in line that are angry, and Lord, don't let a fight break out. You have to turn around and get the hell out of here, because these people get crazy when it comes down to going to some of those places. I'm not just saying McDonald's. I'm talking about Walmart too. They be having some outstanding arguments and fight. Tension is really hard lately because of this economy. People are mad, and so they're taking it out on a lot of folks, and those are the ones that got those serious mental health issues. That's that top I put on top of it for that. For the juices and stuff that go into that burger. And if you get a gourmet burger, you can tell the difference. It tastes totally different than a regular burger. The flavor is juicy, good, tasty, and please do not flatten them out. You do not flatten out a gourmet burger. You just let it cook when you do the patty, and let it cook, and then pump it up with the top on top of it to get the juices. And voila, afterwards it tastes so good. The juices are in there. The flavor is just right with the onions and bell peppers that you want in there, or just the onions. And some people, when it comes down to the gourmet, they also put, some gourmets, they probably put some mushrooms in it inside the patty. I don't too much like it like that, but you do have that type of a gourmet patty as well, that they'll put mushrooms inside. This one right here, I just did the regular onions. I think I might have put bell peppers in it. I just don't remember. I saw a bell pepper, so I'm thinking I did, but I didn't see it when I was doing the patty. And then you got, what else? I mentioned about the area of how they were fighting. Yeah, it's true. Ain't nothing new. And then you have neighbors that comes over and get upset with you behind nothing. It's basically about somebody said something. You didn't even know you was being talked about. Find out that these people are talking about you behind your back. I don't live in projects. I just come and visit projects. And it so happen to be friends. And I mean to tell you, these women and men, some men talk worse than women when it come down to gossip. They be talking about, women love to talk about how you look, how your hair, Girl, you see her hair. Girl, do you see what she had on? Girl, and the men, they talk about the women. It's something that the woman done did that pissed them off. And you be like, what did you do to piss her off? But it's always something. And then you got your sister or your brother come over, and they be begging for money sometime. Do you got $20? You be like, yeah? Well, I need $20 if I can get some gas. I'm low on gas. Ain't that a shame that you don't have $20 in your pocket and you don't save like that? I save. I love to save. I'm not going to be 100% broke at the end of the month. But you got some that spend every dime they get when they get it on the first and be begging. They be begging for your food and stuff. They'll knock on your door and ask for a chicken. Well, you ever heard of a person ask for a chicken? They do. They ask for a chicken. They ask for a loaf of bread. Yeah, they do. You be like, you didn't buy no food, and then you don't say that if they got kids with diapers, they be asking you, can you give them $25 to get a box of diapers? And you be like, what? I'll give it back to you when I get paid on the first. Okay, here it is. And then when you be waiting on your money, they be ditching and dodging. They be hiding. You be like, I just lent her the money. I knew she was gonna bring it back to me. And then sometimes they just won't even pop up when you come around. They just hide inside the house until you leave. They do that stuff. Oh, they are. That's just trifling. But you got some trifling people out there that don't pay. They don't pay their bills. And I got some of those ones that out there that don't believe in paying bills. Period. They'll live in their apartment with candles on. They don't care. Well, I understand you get hard on your luck, but some of that stuff be something else going on. And I I wish I could tell you, but I'm quite sure you got an idea. Yeah, those are the ones that are really bad. They are. They really bad. So, and then you have the people that are afraid of the police. Yeah, they are. They don't want you to, when they see police officers in the area, if they near their house, if they hear them run to their house, they like, oh girl, I ain't going out there. Why? You ain't do nothing. Well, I don't know. You're not a police officer. Yeah. They only come at you if you do something. But a lot of them are men. Those are the ones that are the most nervous ones in the community. And I don't blame them because they do stuff that's not right. They do that racial profiling stuff on them. And that's not right, but still got some of that going on. There's my lettuce. I got my bun on there, the mayonnaise, the lettuce, tomato. Oh my goodness. And sometimes most people, they have the bun, a soft bun like that, where you see on top. They have it at the bottom, and then they put everything on it, and then they'll flip the bun over to the flat side. I decided not to do it that way. I did it this way right here with the bun on top and all my lettuce and tomato and pickles at the bottom. I like it that way. So it came out perfect. And look at that. Don't that look delicious? That's the gourmet burger I was telling you about, guys, that I knew that you would enjoy. Yeah, it tastes delicious. I wish you could taste it. Cook it, and you can. Just follow the instructions. Go on my channel, Cowgirl Gina Soul Food Healthy Recipes. You'll find that recipe. And I supposed to have the one thing that I missed, and you may have seen it on the display, and it was the Havardo cheese. I said, but I couldn't fix it. It was the end of the video, and then I noticed I didn't put the Havardo cheese on there. But that's okay. Those of you, I would have put the Havardo cheese on top of the hamburger. It wouldn't have been at the bottom. But that's the cheese I was going to put on there and forgot. I do some things sometimes that I do forget. I have a little health issues when it comes down to my illness that I encountered that messes with my memory at times. So I want you guys to know that I appreciate you watching me. Continue to watch. Watch my new channel too. That's Let's Cook Opinion. Let's Cook Opinion News. And let other people know I'm out there. I need you guys. Subscribe, download, all that good stuff. Yeah, all that good stuff. Because it would help the channel grow. Don't forget to like me. Please like me. And let everybody know that I'm here. And remember that it's nothing wrong with having fun with a little gossip. But don't overdo it. It's the he say, she say channel. Uncensored. Have a great day. And thank you. Let's Cook Opinion News.
AA Cowgirl Gina's Soul Food Healthy Recipes. CIY, cook it yourself. Cook it yourself. You won't get sick, you won't get sick.